he won't clear my parking stall. I guess I gotta put this in here.
And I've got to change my app from cycle to run. Workout resume. Not yet, Samantha.
Workout paused. Workout stopped.
So how was your camping?
It was just a one night and it was really rushed, like,
Yeah.
because that day I worked 8:30 to 4:30. By the time I got out there, it was like 7 o'clock. And it was just a one night. Like, Shannon was already there with her other friends. Like, Shannon had her own site where I was able to park.
Yeah. Well, she goes every year, doesn't she? Pretty much.
But it's different friends this year. Different people. Because that James guy's still in the hospital.
Really?
That's the guy with the brain. Brings the water on the brain sometimes, like.
All right. Have you started your app yet?
Outdoor run. Yeah, we're going now.
All right. I want you to hold that.
Okay.
All right. It's locked, so you can't switch it off. I'm saying on mine it says 118, 119,
120,
121, 122.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they stay in sync with each other, then if you drop back a little bit.
Average pace for not running 20 feet. Like, this isn't right. Hang on, I'm sorry. What's going on here?
You're going to restart it? It could have just been that because we're in the shadow of the building that the
Yeah,
GPS
but we're not going 18 kilometers an hour.
I know, but that's just one of those little glitches in the first.
Hang on, just let me.
We must have started off really fast. That's what it was.
Okay. Outdoor run. Okay, now we go.
We're on the way?
It's better now, yeah.
I think this might be our chance to cross the street. I think you'll find it makes a big difference being less hot.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know even at work, if it's not as hot out, it won't be as hot inside. Because a normal day, I'll wear the cook hat, like the black hat I wear.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing the dish area, the big apron, like.
That would get really hot with an apron on.
Right.
Especially if it's a waterproof one.
It is. But if I don't wear it, I get all wet down the front, and the pants get stained if I'm using any, like, bleeds through the cutting boards.
I remember that. Wearing an apron was a little fine.
So one of the regular workers moved back to Mexico, where she was from, like, she's going there for a few months.
She has family there?
That's where she's from, so yeah.
This is a pretty tricky corner.
Right.
Especially on the right.
So they hired a new guy that's from Japan, and he's like a driver, like he was a professional driver there. And he's worked in restaurants too. But the jury's still out on him. It's going to be a language barrier.
Yeah.
Like,
Is he a young guy?
Yeah, I'd say in his 30s maybe. Like the other day we asked him to get something from the fridge for us, which we'd already showed where it was, right? And he didn't know what the fridge was, like.
Oh. Yeah, he could be right with the language problem. You might end up having to explain everything.
Pardon me?
You might end up having to explain everything to him.
Yeah.
And then having to do it yourself.
But Patrick said he'll have a really short string because he's really hired to be a delivery guy. Right, and he has to be able to explain when he gets to the other end, right, what it is like.
Yeah, that's the trouble nowadays. You can't just be good at one thing. You have to be able to drive,
Yeah.
to understand. Otherwise, you're not much use to them.
Because often when we go to a place for the drop-off,
Yeah.
where we're going. Well, maybe not often, maybe like 5% of the time. The person there has no clue why we're there or what was ordered.
Yeah. There's some kind of roadworks there.
Well, yeah, that's where the sinkhole was the other day.
Oh.
A bit of a,
So it's like an emergency repair.
yeah. Apparently we went to one house a few months ago at a certain time. We go there for the drop-off. Nobody was there at all. So they just left it on the front porch. So then they phoned the people to order it. It turned out they were in Ontario. And they wanted it to be a surprise for the family.
And nobody knew what was going on.
No.
Kind of a communication breakdown.
Well, they didn't tell the family it was coming. And if you're doing a surprise party, you should somehow make sure the person's...
Did it end up sorting itself out in the end?
I don't know. We never heard back, like...
So, do they have some special sort of return policy?
No,
No?
not for that, no. Because there's already prepaid in takeout containers.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, somebody did cancel at the last minute.
Yeah.
And they had to pay, like, a certain fee, like... Because we've already done a lot of the prep work, right?
Yeah, you have to at least cover the costs.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need a break.
No, we're good so far.
Good. I've had a couple of good weeks of running.
Oh, good.
I've lost a bit of weight. Helps a lot. That girl was taking pictures of the graffiti.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing I do. Nice graffiti, eh?
Love it.
Beautiful.
Now, did we ever figure out what this was for?
What?
Remember last time you took a picture?
Yep, it's a infrared heat sensor.
Oh,
It detects humans or animals so that they know how many people are using the trail, especially at night. In case a cougar comes along here or
yeah.
a bear. But it detects body heat.
Yeah.
It's an infrared sensor.
How's Derek these days?
He's not well.
Oh, no.
Yep, he twisted his ankle
Oh,
3 weeks ago, and his foot is still swollen. So yesterday, he was supposed to be going to the doctor.
yeah.
I just haven't got back to him yet.
Oh,
That reminds me, I'll call him when I get home. See what the doctor says.
sometimes I don't even hear those bells. Or,
Today, I had a guy on my tail the whole way.
yeah.
He was using me as a drafter.
Oh,
I mean, he was drafting me.
yeah.
They had a really good road bike. The only reason I realized he was there is once he caught up with me, he was freewheeling.
Yeah.
And I heard the ratchet of his
Yeah.
freewheel. But I had to pay attention to him being behind me because he was close enough for me to really mess up his
Yeah.
line. If I'd suddenly pulled that quick, he would have been right on my tail.
Yeah. But he shouldn't really be that close when he doesn't know you, like.
No. Especially because originally I didn't know he Hello. That's you.
Thanks.
But I was behind him at the bottle bank, and we crossed quadrants together, and we went all the way to where the Galloping Goose and the other trail split up. One goes up to Colwood and the other one goes into town.
We're really at a higher pace than normal, aren't we? It's 6:49.
6:49. Let's buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah,
Well, I told you I had a couple of good weeks.
yeah. And the wedding was good for Shannon's brother,
Yeah.
but I don't know all the people,
Yeah.
so I feel out of place. Like,
This smells like a bakery.
I don't know.
I can smell food. Maybe it's soda.
And the picture from Duncan the other day, that guy, he has a big YouTube channel,
Which one?
the Clay
Oh, Clay. Yeah.
Emo.
He's a Canucks fan.
Yeah, and he's been on Sportsnet Radio a few times too.
Good for him.
But his normal job, he works at a church site.
Shall we cross here?
We should do a property then.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Give you a chance to catch your breath.
Yeah. So that's where I used to live a couple of times.
Where?
There.
In that building?
Yeah, 95 to 2001, then part of 2016.
Here we go.
But back then it was, in the 90s, it was $510 a month. Now it's well over $1,200 in there
Really?
for a one bedroom. Oh yeah,
The prices have really gone up.
rents are sky high. What?
The decoration on the back of that door.
Well, I don't know.
I think that was the girl that was doing the graffiti photograph.
Was it? I don't know. Maybe.
I should organize a graffiti tour.
Yeah. Yeah, just tired, like, haven't ran since for a while, like.
You haven't run since the last ran together.
I don't think so, no.
Anyway, with the cooler weather,
Yeah.
you might find the work dropped up a bit. You might find you got more time.
I don't know. It's pretty busy, like, because he just hired two people. He hired that Japanese guy, and he did hire a second dishwasher reporter to work when I'm not there. But it's a project, like,
But the thing is, you know, if he's not able to take instructions, the Japanese guy,
yeah,
he might have to go with another person,
yeah,
which would defeat the purpose of having a new employee,
yeah.
tying up two people to do one job.
It was hard to find him though. He said he had this set out for 2 weeks.
So you have to be a driver for one, right?
Yeah, you should be, yeah. The dishwasher he hired is a girl, Chrissy, I know from Special Olympics. And she's worked at the Tim Hortons before. And Shay's
She knows the full business.
and Shay's Diner, like, and at the bowling alley.
Which one? The one that used to be on
No, Langford.
Langford? Okay. What was that bowling alley that used to be on Douglas Street?
Oh, Mayfair Lanes?
Mayfair Lane.
Yeah.
That was still in business when I first arrived.
Yeah, then they took it down to put a grocery store, which they never did.
It's closed. Look. Touchdown. Hello. I signed up for that, what's it called now? The Historical Victoria or something.
Hysterical?
What?
Hysterical?
No, historical.
I know.
I think it's called Historic Victoria
Yeah.
or something. You're a member of that group.
Yeah.
They put some really neat pictures.
I get that. I do that to Shannon all the time. Like, she'll say one, we're not twisted around. She'll say it's ridiculous. I'll say, no, you mean rhinoceros. Ridiculous is the animal.
Oh,
They're talking about building a bridge here, eh?
well,
Lisa helps.
a bridge to the other side?
Yeah.
What about the folk day?
No, just right here.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. But that would be something they would do.
on the way back I might take a few photographs.
Yeah, good idea.
So I figured, you know, while we're running, we might as well just keep going.
Yeah.
And then, on the way back, if we need to take any breaks,
Yeah.
I can take photos. That building is the Coast Guard building.
Right, yeah.
That's where Sandy used to work.
Who?
Sandy,
Who's that?
the girl that we met at Observatory Inn.
Oh, right, yeah.
She used to work for the RCMP,
Oh, wow.
and then she worked for the Coast Guard. So that's what they say, once you have a government job, it's easy to get another government job.
That Clay guy, he lives in Surrey, I think, or Burnaby. He was telling me some of his neighbors, or one of his neighbors, actually works in Victoria for the government and makes the trek every morning.
To the mainland?
No, to here.
Oh, okay.
So I'd imagine they have, well, they take the car to the terminal mall and park and probably walk on and bus in.
That's a good idea.
But that's a lot of time.
Yeah, you're spending 3 hours a day commuting.
Yeah.
Oh. Unless you live in Sydney.
Yeah. But they live in Burnaby and coming this way.
Yeah. You still have to get from Sydney to here.
Yeah.
You can smell the airplane diesel.
Yeah.
Not a very good fuel.
No.
It's very low grade.
But they must burn a lot of fuel too.
Yeah, especially on takeoff.
Yeah.
I just got a zone 4, so that's why I stopped.
Okay. We're going
You notice
exactly
how
3K.
low- Have you noticed how low the tides are getting these days?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's got anything to do with global warming.
It could, like,
Maybe the sea is evaporating.
yeah, it must be so hot too.
Morning.
Hello.
There was a picture today on that site of historic Victoria.
Yeah.
And it showed the Empress Hotel before they built all that causeway.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right, let's get going. And, you know, you were saying that there used to be 3 totem poles here.
What used to be one tall one?
One tall one.
In '94 for the Commonwealth Games, there was one tall one. So, no, it's a long cut. No. But then they cut it down and put the 3 there. Hey.
There was that other one that got vandalized.
Okay, so that's what's happened. Because there's 1, 2, and the 3rd one got vandalized.
Well, no, I was thinking about the one on the Malahat.
Oh, that's way up there, yeah.
Yeah, that one got vandalized.
Yeah, same with the Captain Cook or Captain Vancouver.
Yeah, I think it was all the same kind of story.
Well, they're upset about the,
The indigenous,
yeah. And now they want to change the flag too.
what, the BC?
The BC flag, yeah.
What do we have at the moment as a flag?
Oh, it's sort of like the sun and some
Oh, yeah.
things like,
We'll probably see one in a minute.
yeah.
Hello, geese.
But see, I'm all for the indigenous people and all that, but when they like marry off,
Yeah.
if they marry a non-indigenous person, their son or daughter is still part indigenous.
Yeah, they get
Right.
the status.
Yeah,
They get their card, status.
but you see what I mean? It diminishes every time somebody remarries, right?
There was a sign there that said no zone, no drone zone.
Yeah.
So we're just coming up on the Johnson Street Bridge. The new improved Johnson Street Bridge. I think this is the third bridge.
Yeah, well, I only remember this one and the previous one.
I know the blue one, but I think there was one before that.
Yeah, many years ago.
I think it was just a wooden bridge.
Yeah. Now, in one of the Victoria groups on Facebook the other day, there's a picture of the old bridge and the Dayliner train.
Yep, coming in on the station. I took that train once.
Yeah, I never did.
Yep, I went up to Duncan to see Al Howie, and I took the Dayliner both ways. Up to Duncan first, and then
Right.
back into Victoria.
Now, what year did you move to Victoria again?
What?
When did you move to Victoria? Was it?
97.
Okay, so you were not at UVec when he set the then world record for non-stop running.
No, I wasn't. Shortly after that.
Yeah.
And I missed the blizzard. So I-
96. Yeah. I'm glad it says 21K on the
I've done
Thanksgiving weekend.
3 kilometers 52 so far.
That's right, I got 3.5. Oh,
So we got another half a kilometer,
yeah.
which should take us to the tourist.
Yeah, that's where I think you should turn around anyway, because then it's consistent, right?
Yeah. Unless you want to turn when your one says full.
Oh, no, I'd rather, if you don't mind, I'd rather run to the tourist center, then it's consistent.
Well, why? Because if you're, well, I get you right, yeah.
Yeah, because if I do the run another time, you know it's,
Yeah. It also depends where you started your app.
right.
You started it a little bit after the first time.
Yeah.
It wasn't bleeding there.
Yeah, and we did run down by the water, or sometimes I just run down the roadway, like,
Yeah.
that's because the old days, they were all measured by a car or a bike, like. And I remember the day there was no sidewalk here. This wasn't here.
Quite a drop there.
Yeah.
Glad they got a fence.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Do you remember when the breakwater didn't have a...
Yeah, I do, yeah. And it was hard to get on it if you had a walker.
Where do we turn around?
We're at 3.89.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's going to be Captain Cook's missing statue. Probably got to be the statue where the statue used to be.
Yeah,
I got 4.04.
I'm at 4. So I'm going to turn around where the statue was.
I should have got you to stand on the plinth.
Huh?
I should have got you to stand on the plinth
Yeah.
where the statue used to be. Alright.
And why did somebody vandalize that? Was it because of the natives again, the statue
Yeah,
like? Or?
yeah, because they reckon that Captain Cook was involved in the slave trade
Oh.
and and also involved in the residential school system.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not in his day, but
Well, no, because that wasn't until Trudeau, right? Yeah.
that wasn't until the 20th century.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
But
on our way
there's all
back.
things in history that have, like, things that happened, like the Japanese and the concentration camps and all that.
Well, you know, I think war is one of those situations when the war is over, the sooner people forget the better, really.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because otherwise they're always going to be resentful. They're always going to
There's
be...
always going to be something.
Yeah.
But it was Japan that bombed Pearl Harbor, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to think if you're Japanese, you're going to be suspected of stuff, like, for a while after, anyhow.
Well, that's why they locked up a lot of them.
Yeah,
They had internment camps.
that's right. Oh.
Go ahead. I'm just going to take a picture of this one. Here we are.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So you realise that when you get ahead of me or behind me,
Yeah.
you could say all sorts of things about me.
Oh, yeah. I even forget I got in my hand.
Yeah, well, don't rub it against your leg.
No. Got it right up here.
You would sound very annoying.
Yeah.
Look at the whole system.
Sidewalk. Slippery when wet.
Remember last time we ran down here, I saw that girl that I knew from school, right?
Yeah.
Well, a couple days after, like in 2 consecutive days, I saw her running down Lamson, right down by the path where I live. Like,
Is she training for the half marathon?
well, I didn't get a chance to talk to her. She was too far ahead. Like, oh.
I was saying that one of the reasons why I used to stop a lot more often before
Yeah,
going down this way
yeah,
was because you kept dropping back.
yeah,
But with your own recorder, I can let you drop back a little bit.
yeah. That's good. You still wait for me. Oh, whoa. You just.
Over just in time.
Oh, that's too bad. That would have been a great picture, so for you.
Well, I can see it going up already, I think.
No, when I saw Tamara, like I was walking home down the DNN trail, and she went down Lamson like it was maybe here to the white sign ahead, so she wouldn't have even seen me.
But you recognized it.
Oh yeah. Only because we saw her like a few days before,
I
like
was thinking that can't be opening because the cars are still going over it. Now they stop the cars.
yeah.
We don't really want to wait for the whole time while it opens.
No.
It takes about, what, 3 or 4 minutes to open and about
Yeah.
the same to close.
Yeah. Plus whatever time, wherever the big thing is, it's going through, like
I'm at 40:38,
38, 35.
40:42.
Oh, because you started yours before mine, because I had to do a reset. Remember?
No, I mean the voice recorder.
Oh, yeah. 40, 51. Yeah.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah. Now, did you watch the Olympics on TV or?
I tend to prefer watching it a week or two later.
Oh, right on the YouTube or the app, like.
Yeah, they have a recap. So they might actually have the marathon.
Yeah, like that's how I watched some of the. Well, anything I watched was on that Amazon Prime, like. So I don't have cable, right? So,
You have to pay for that subscription, right?
well, it's only $8 a month, and that gets you like free shipping on most stuff you order through Amazon,
So that's good.
which is basically one purchase. Hi guys.
I'm going to try and take a picture of a goose and a totem pole. The same photograph.
Well, we're almost done. Let's finish this right here. Right, we're done, aren't we?
Right.
Isn't the car right here?
That's where you normally park.
Yeah, for the marathon or half marathon day, which is good. Like,
Is this free parking on marathon day?
yeah, biggest Sunday. There's no time restriction. But any other day during the week, it's 2-hour time limit, which prevents people from parking here and walking to town to go to work.
That's true.
Right. It's a tiring one today. It's cooler though than the other runs. We've gone 5.5K. One thing I don't like with the Olympics is some of the announcers, the broadcasts are just terrible. Like I actually read an article, and they're talking about the Canadian woman that they said she came last in the marathon, but she still ran at 2:45,
Yeah, well.
and 7 other women dropped out. So technically, she's not last. She'd be like 33rd if there was 40,
She would have been the last of the finishers.
and that's still
Still a good time though.
that would win most women's division marathons, like, wouldn't it?
Hard to say. When Lucy Smith, did Lucy Smith ever run the marathon? I think she was doing the 10K.
Yeah, or the 8 or the half. But the record here's, I don't know, for the women 2:38.
Possibly, yeah. I'll probably go back and watch the last stages of the men's marathon and probably the last stages of the women's marathon. And look over there, the Coast Guard helicopter.
Well, on the tip there, yeah, I see it.
Right on the tip. Where's the statue? There was a statue that I wanted to take a photo.
Around the corner.
It's the next one?
Yeah,
The next little bay?
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stop there and take a photograph. That'll be the last one. I think I've already taken about 9 photographs.
Oh,
Very much. But he didn't even ask to see Buster out of
It's a nice statue, that one.
there was one marathon I was in years ago, and somehow we got talking to this young woman and her parents. Before the marathon, she was all nervous running her first marathon and all that, right? Then at the end, we found out she supposedly did a 2:51 and won the women's division, but she didn't look like a runner. So
Did she cheat?
I don't think so. I don't know, but she wasn't dressed like a runner. Like she just had,
Sweatpants?
Well, like almost like sweat shorts, like the kind that go down to your knee, like. And
Yeah. So she didn't look as if she was a...
but she could have been like a 10K star in college and done half marathons and stuff like.
I'm just taking a video of this plane coming in.
Oh yeah, that happens. Okay. I'm gonna do the walk break though. In any case. But sometimes I think an athlete like that could be too modest. Like they actually are like a university cross country star, right?
Yep.
And they've done longer distances, but they just don't realize how good they are. You know what I mean? It's hard to say.
It was like that woman, the American.
Yeah.
She came in third. And the commentators were saying, this is her third marathon, or her first marathon.
Yeah.
And she comes in bronze medal. Mind you, they didn't say that she was a collegiate champion from the age of about
And she's trained.
18. And
Train. It's not like you just showed up to the start line.
cross-country champion,
Yeah.
nationals.
It's the same with all those people that do the Special Olympic Spirit Orcas, right?
Yeah.
Like they'll swim 4 kilometers and think nothing of it, like, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I could ever do a triathlon because the open water swim would really scare me.
Yeah. But there's other people there too, and there's lifeguards and stuff like, and
Yeah. And they have a canoe guy,
yeah.
somebody who follows the swimmers.
Yeah, and they have guys in kayaks too,
Yeah.
or those boards that they lay down on, like. But me personally, the scariest part is any downhill section on the bike.
Yeah.
I don't like going fast downhill on the bike.
Have you ever come off your bike?
Yeah,
Speed?
yeah.
That's what scares you. When you've done it once before.
Going down Mount Doug, through the Mount Doug Parkway years ago,
Yeah.
I ended up in the ditch.
Oh.
And you know how sometimes we do that run in Gordon Head, and we run up this long, steep hill, and we're down by the water, sort of.
Oh yeah, Balmacara.
The Balmacara at the bottom there years ago was on a mountain bike, and tried to make the
I
corner.
think you told me.
Yeah, and it was a bit wet.
I don't like loose gravel when I'm on my e-bike.
Yeah.
because The only brake that really works well is the front brake.
Yeah.
If I lock the front brake, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, see, in a triathlon, obviously they won't allow an e-bike. It has to be,
No, it has to be a human power.
yeah. Yeah. Are we going to do it here?
Cyclist behind you.
Oh, there you go. Go
There
ahead.
we go, we got the light.
Yeah, you're faster, though. Where are you going to go? Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. I thought you would have gone.
You got the right away.
Yeah, but you're faster, though, so. There we go. I'm just gonna run up here and look at this van.
Okay.
Hello, hi. That's pretty neat. There's no seats in it. That's an old one.
See the van you wanted?
Oh, it's right here. That's a really old one now. That's just
The Dodge Chrysler?
a cargo van like this. There's no seats in the back.
Yeah.
That's like my first one. First one, 84, 85.
Yeah.
Too old.
But that was a Dodge minivan, wasn't it? The
Oh,
other
yeah,
one that
yeah.
you had. There's one. Oh, no. That's a Chevy. Oh, what model?
You
That
see, everyone seems to be going for the SUVs.
one? Yeah.
But we had those in the late 70s, early 80s. Nobody wanted them. They were called the American Motor Seagull Wagon. Like, to me, they're the same thing.
Well, I think now because they're phasing out a lot of those larger engine
Yeah,
cars,
yeah,
people are getting more the fuel efficient ones.
yeah. And some of them you can get in a hybrid model
Yeah.
where they're $50,000, $60,000. Like,
Still,
I can't afford that. Yeah.
well behaved ones.
Yeah. See, it would be more like that white one there. See in the corner here. Yeah, but it won't have all the fancy numbers on it and stuff like that. There he is.
There he is.
We don't know who it is, but that's definitely him, and he is there.
And that's it. He looks happy. It's quite a neat little bike.
I saw that in a movie one time. Somebody goes up running to somebody and said, "Oh, there you are." He says, "Do I know you?" "No, but you are you, and you are there."
I used to run with a guy for the longest time, and he always used to say, I don't need a watch.
Pardon me? Oh, don't need a watch. No.
I said to him, well, how do you know what the time is? He says, well, the time is now. And
Yeah.
I said to him, well, how do you know where you are? He said, well, I'm here.
Yeah.
That time is now, and that's about it for him.
Yeah.
Because he knew I had a watch.
Yeah.
He knew I would tell him. So now, I've got about 2 pages up.
I got down to 1.14.
1.14 to go.
But we're at 6.9 now. Well, but don't forget we did run further down to Captain Cook though.
We did, yeah. But you did want to have 4.
Yeah, it was a bit over 4 at that point.
Yeah.
Because the way we did the start by the song keys, that added a little bit.
minutes moving time do you have?
Well, I've got, it says 56 minutes, 40 seconds.
But your one doesn't have autopause, does it?
It does for the run, yeah. But not at the I'm not sure if it's activated right now.
Faster than usual.
Are we?
Yeah, I just said 7:31 is our average pace.
I got 750, 757 on mine.
So that means that your one isn't doing the autopause.
No, because there's no auto pause on the run day, right?
On the Apple Watch, no, there's no autopause on race day, no.
No.
Too many Lambrettas these days.
No.
I just heard 55 minutes, so
I got 59.18.
that's the difference.
Yeah.
4 minutes of stoppage.
But when I upload it will probably show the stoppage. Like right now it's just on. But it's not like we hardly ever come to a complete stop though.
No.
Right, just when we're crossing the street.
It's almost better if you're going to slow down, you better stop altogether, then at least
Yeah.
all you're recording is running time.
Yeah.
What we're doing now is recording, but it's bringing
So you're
down.
gonna have to cut all this out in the end, eh?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah.
I got 1 hour, 1 minute 56 seconds.
Same here. I got half a battery on this one.
Uh-oh. You might die on it.
Yeah, it's been half a battery for a bit though.
Oh yeah, that's the nice thing about these voice recorders. A couple of AA batteries last about 6 months.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't recharge it this morning?
No. These aren't
Oh.
rechargeable. These are just
Oh, okay.
regular cell batteries.
Okay, so I thought it was a full battery when you started. No.
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 That's why I gave you that one.
Yeah, and
The
you
other
got a
reason-
brand new one.
The other reason I gave you that one is because
Yeah.
that one records slightly louder than this one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure you came over loud and clear.
Just get that one?
Yeah. This was the replacement for that one. When I'm on my own, I use that one.
Yeah.
In case I fall over
Oh.
again. This one I'm saving for when I break that one.
So how long have you had that one? Recently?
About a month now.
Oh, okay. So it's a new. Yeah, right down there, yeah.
Want to go and say hi?
Underneath you, they'll put me to work.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good rule of thumb. When you're not on duty, don't go anywhere near
Yeah.
the work.
Can you do this? Can you take this here?
Yeah. Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Hold this. Or could you go with the new driver?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to get to Gordon Head. That's the other thing. I guess the van has a
No.
GPS in it.
No.
Oh, hang on. Shouldn't we go on the sidewalk there? Yeah. We should have been.
Well, that would cut down. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's the way we came in.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
This way we'll go. We could get to Lamson and then we'd
Yeah.
have to go up all the hill.
Yeah.
At least
No,
this way we
well,
don't.
we don't have GPS. What we do is everyone has their cell phone, and they have Google Maps,
Yeah.
right?
That's good.
Then everyone's consistent. Like, see, when I walk to work, I walk this way, like where we are now. But when I walk home, I always go on that path, because when I go home, sometimes it's hard to get across the street, right? That way you have the light. There's always free stuff right here. The free stuff section.
It is uphill.
Yeah. Or to think years ago in the NIMAX he did a 15K faster than we did this today, 105. And back then you think nothing of it.
Well, there used to be that race in
Cedar.
Cedar, the 15K.
Yeah, the 15K, that's
I think
the one.
I did that in about 1 hour and 10, I think, one time.
Yeah.
All right, so Rob's given me back the recorder, and they're still in sync. Excellent.
Okay.
So what I do is I put the two recordings together,
Oh, okay.
and then once they're joined, then I can cut them wherever I want to cut them,
Okay.
which makes
Will
it.
they overlap, you mean, or?
They overlap to start with, and then when they're tied at the front and the back, then I
Yeah.
cut the middle bits out.
Somebody wrote on your note.
No, you're just kidding me again.
Well, no, on the right it's all crossed. Oh, is that you?
I wrote that because I changed the date to August
Oh,
the 19th.
okay. I thought, you see on the right there from here, it looked like.
Yeah.